All right. Good morning, everybody. Coffee with Dave. I hope everybody's doing well out there today. Man, I'm seeing some low internet speeds at the moment, so hopefully that's not affecting our conversation this morning. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Let me get my head out of my logo, huh? All right, everybody. Listen, we had a good week. You're seeing me slap some banners up here. We're going to get into everything, but first off, good morning, Coffee with Dave. Check out the mugs. You like it? I love it. So, what a week we had, and what some weeks we have coming up. We are finally scheduled. We have some big events that are starting to be planned between now and September on this road trip we're going to be taking. So, listen, we appreciate each and every one of you out there today. Please tell us where you're joining from this morning. We'd love to know where you're joining from and what you guys are all doing on a Saturday morning. I'm going to take a look at something here. I keep getting that the screen is a little bit lagging when it comes to the internet speed this morning. I'm trying to do something on the fly. As you can see, I got a different lens here. Gives you more of a wider view on everything that we're doing, which is really, really cool. How many of you enjoyed this past week of what we had going on? I mean, how many? I mean, we had so many great guests. We had so many great conversations this past week. We started off the week with Greg and John McGeary, and we did kind of a roundup to the roundup of the roundup table. So, I think there was a whole lot going on. I'm going to see if I can try and fix this signal. Let me know out there in the comments if this signal is coming through loud and very clear. It should be super, super clear on your end, but I'm having a feeling that we're struggling a little bit this morning. Let's do this here, and that should resolve our issue. All right. Let's see if that picks everything up for us then. Okay, so let's get into this now. Grab your coffee. We're going to start jumping through everything. So some of the things we're going to be talking about moving forward here, right? Some of the things, look, you like the lab mic? Some of the things we're going to be talking about, right? This is what we need to be doing in our industry. This is something that we are very, 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 very focused on trying to pull together and really make something wonderful happen out of it. First, how do we define the cost of offsite construction? This is going to be an ongoing conversation. If you're listening to this conversation, I would like you out there to let us know, how do you define the cost of offsite construction? Send me a message, private message, put it in the links that we're talking about here this morning. How do you out there define the cost of offsite construction? We really need to get a grip on this. If we want our industry to grow, we need to start talking about this, and we need to start having people tune in and listen to what we're talking about. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Greg Ugaldi said, a little grainy this morning. Bingo, just fixed it. Great week. Is it fixed? Excellent, man. I hope it's coming through crystal clear now. Let me know, Greg, if it's a big difference. I don't know. Man, it is technology. I need an IT person. It's fun. I have to tell you, I enjoy doing every moment of it. It's stressful, but it's fun. All right. So thank you, Greg. Let me put that comment back in the run-in here. So we need to define the cost of offsite construction. Number two, how do we define the value of offsite construction, right? There's hard costs, and then there's the value that one gets out of it with their team members, efficiencies, all of these different things. So second question is, how do we define the value of offsite construction? We've been talking about this the last 2 weeks. We're going to continue talking about it. This information is super, super important to start talking about and sharing. We've been talking with people from all around the world, universities, startups, tech companies, builders, manufacturers, you name it. We have had conversations with each and every one of them. And this is where we are seeing the lack of information in the industry. We're really good talking amongst ourselves. Cheers. But we're not so good. We're not so good at getting the rest of the world to join us on this crusade of offsite construction. Excuse me. Number three, perceived cost versus actual cost. Perceived cost versus actual cost. This is another one, right? So what is the perceived cost versus the actual cost of offsite construction? And an example, perceived cost is upfront. It'll seem like it's more expensive. but you have to look at the full life cycle and longevity of it. So the third question that I'd like you to send me some information. If you have an opinion, put it in the comments. We'll chat about it. You want to have a discussion about it? Heck, I'll send you a link. You can hop on the show and we'll chat. But what is the difference between perceived cost and actual cost when it comes to offsite construction? Number 4, what is the most significant problem U.S. builders face? Now, Greg Ugaldi's tuned in this morning and he has listened. He has given his thoughts on this and he knows it very well, being the immediate past chair of the of NAHB. I got to get that right. I always say the NAHB. It's of NAHB. I'll get it. One of these days I'll be accurate and on it. What is the most significant problem that you out there, the audience, feels that U.S. builders currently face in our market? I would love to hear from you. Please let us know. And then number 5, what is preventing further adoption of offsite construction? Boy, do we have opinions on this, and we have really strong opinions. We have a lot of data on this. But I would like to hear from you out in the audience. What is preventing further adoption of offsite construction? We're going to have a lot more shows coming up on this. Your comments and questions will help form how we go about those shows. So your feedback is very important to us. So please, what is preventing further adoption of off-site construction? That's number 4. And number 5. Ooh, I'm sorry. Sorry, number 6. Can we bring the industry together? Can we bring the industry together? Can we? I think we can. I think we already have. I think we're already working on it. I mean, it's happening every day right here on this show. So I think we've already started doing all of this. And I think, thanks, Greg. How about a big screenshot? Looking good? I love it. Thank you for the feedback. All right. Can't believe 52 weeks in the books straight. I'm going to keep harping on it, man. I'm so excited. I'm almost sad. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad, but we are going to change some things up and increase our value. I guess, is it the value proposition? We're going to increase what we do for everybody that tunes in. You know, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. That's what we tout in our business, and that's what we're also going to do on our show. We are going to hopefully make our show even better moving forward. So start off, just to throw it out there, the week of the 15th. All right, the week of the 15th, and we will be live on location at Lake Nona with Tavistock. Yes, that's right. We will be live on location, Lake Nona with Tavistock. We will be there with NAHB, the student chapter, and the universities. We'll be live streaming and bringing those students into our conversation. Finally happening. We'll be bringing those students into our conversation. I can't remember the amount of universities, 40 to 60. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot and it's amazing. And we're really looking forward to having them as part of our show. You guys want to see something really cool? Let me see if I still have it up here. I probably don't. We were nice enough to get some support from a lot of universities, and I think I want to share this morning. If I can find it. You guys are going to like this. Wait until you see. This is what's happening in our world, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So wait, let me show you this, and then it's a little. I wouldn't say it's self-serving in my conversation with you this morning, but I really want people to know how this journey has gone with us, and really what's happening in our world and how all of this has come to be. All right, found it. This is what really gets me super excited.
Hey, Eric Holt with the University of Denver here. I'm just coming to you guys to give my support to Dave Cooper Live. I use Dave Cooper's material and live streaming in my classes, been on his show. Just an excellent resource for us as academics trying to find our way through different options in the virtual classroom. So I'm pretty excited to have Dave Cooper Live come to University of Denver, and I look forward to seeing it live and sharing it all with you guys. So bring it, Dave.
Hello, this is Dr. Shauna Rogers from Tuskegee University, and we would love to have Dave Cooper live at our campus for his live stream show. We can't wait. See you in the fall.
Hey everyone, this is Mark Zimper with Purdue University. Just a quick message to say we are all in support of Dave Cooper Live, coming to Purdue University and trying to spread the message of live stream education for construction management students. If there's anything we can do to help you out, Dave, please let us know. Thanks.
I mean, I think it's awesome. I mean, how awesome is that? I went to the Army. Now I'm in higher ed. How cool. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's a real honor to have the opportunity to bring our industry to the universities, to bring the changes in our industry to the university. It opens up the door for these universities to meet manufacturers and suppliers and all of you out there that are looking for quality people in our industry. This gives us the opportunity to meet the students where they're at. Right, Greg? That's why we're on Twitch. We're going to meet the students where they are at. And this is a big deal. So that's just a couple of them. We got a bunch of testimonials that have been rolling in, and we are finally going to start kicking some of this off to end out the school year with our visit to Lake Nona with Tavistock. And this community is a master plan, huge community. It will blow your socks off when you see what they've done. It's quite amazing. They've really taken a lot of they put a lot of attention to detail on using container homes, modular, offsite construction, high-tech infrastructure, energy efficiency, all of the things that we talk about on the show. There are some bigger developers out there that are really starting to gravitate towards this and really embrace what's going on there. So that's going to, and then from there, we're going to be starting our road trip through Georgia, Alabama. We're heading up to Idaho. Which is going to be fabulous. So, and then we're over to Utah. So we're in Idaho because we're going to be live streaming. Hopefully, I think we're going to be the first ones to live stream from inside Autoval. That's right, inside Autoval. As long as they get all their stuff in order and we can do that, we will be the first ones live streaming in Autoval. And we're also going to be live streaming the house that she built. This is, again, all three of these are part of NAHB. So we're looking forward to doing all of this stuff. We're looking forward to working with the student chapter and everybody out there. So I'm just putting it out there. We're getting ready to have some fun. We're getting ready to educate the students. We're getting ready to be able to be in front of major universities and all of their students, which are tied to high schools and trade schools and everything else within their community. We're finally going to reach out to this younger generation and show them how cool our industry is. Wait, it'll knock their socks off when they see automation and robots building houses. It will. Not that everybody's going to do that, but let's face it, we are cool. And the trades are cool. Plumbers are cool. Electricians are cool. They make more money than most of these kids that'll probably be watching the show straight out of their apprenticeship and with zero debt. So there's some value there too. So I think this is a win-win for everybody, and I think it's going to bring the trades together with the higher ed. And I think the two of those are very, very powerful for us, and we're super excited to bring that to everybody. So I want to just reach out and say, hey, thank you to all the universities. The three I just showed, and then there's a bunch more. We'll be putting them up all the time, but we really are doing some amazing things, and I'm super excited about it. All right, who do we have in here this morning? What's up, Ashley, man? I hope you're well. I hope your podcast is going well and things you guys are doing. Offsite seems regional and a lot to do with moving targets, local government sets. This is coming from someone not in the field. It can be regional for sure. It's becoming less regional, Ashley, as more manufacturers are coming online, especially in the Midwest and in just central United States. And then there's a lot more manufacturers coming online in Arizona, in Texas, and those areas, which is serving that West Coast, hitting that California market. So it is regional, and it is a moving target with local governments, but that's changing as well. NAHB, and a lot of the people at ICC, they're working on this. We are working together with them and having conversations. And I know Modular Home Builders Association, MBI, Modular Builders Institute, they're all having conversations to get codes updated in the code book. But here's the reality of it. It's a long haul. It's a long haul unless we can get the government to lead the way in offsite construction. Let's get them to start using the products. Let's get them to lead the way. And I think other people will follow. You know, there's a weird concept, right? Let the government lead the way and people will actually follow. All right, we're not getting on politics. So moving on. Good to see you this morning, Ashley. Hey, Hans, adoption. We need to keep showing how it can be done. Prices need to be competitive. The choice needs to be obvious. Why wouldn't you use offsite? That's the question, right? Wouldn't it be great to just have a roundtable on why wouldn't you use offsite? What are the reasons why someone would not use offsite? What are the reasons? I can't really think of too many, you know, unless it's a cost thing because you live 1,000 miles out in the ocean on an island somewhere. But even then, we've built lots of homes on islands. It's even actually I don't even think it's probably less expensive if I know that far out. We build modular homes on islands all the time because islands are expensive. You can't get anybody out there. You can't get trades out there. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a reason why not to use offsite construction. Let me have your feedback. I'd love that one. Ashley, Dave, that is amazing with the endorsement. It means you are backable. Backable. I love it. I love it. Let's not get that confused with Blockable because they're another great company that's out there. Thanks, Ashley. I really do appreciate that. It's a lot of fun having all these people supporting us and really cheering us on to bring this industry together in a big way. Hey, Rhonda Burke. Wait until the kids find out that Rhonda Burke was on from Facebook this morning. What's happening, Rhonda? So awesome, Dave. Congrats. Well, it's not just Dave. It's Dave and Jen, as you know, Rhonda. I'm just the face of all this stuff. I don't come up with the conversations, the wording. I have opinions on a lot of them. But literally, you know who comes up with the rest. That Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer sets all this stuff up and really has it going on. All right, let's get back into what we had going on. We'll talk a little bit about next week. I am going away. I am going to take probably a day or two off if I can. I don't know. I have a hard time. I enjoy doing this so much. So let's see what we got going on, right? So we talked about education and training and change required. It's been a very prevalent conversation since the beginning of this show on how we get more trades into our industry. So that is something that we are constantly, always going to be working on. So thank you for all of you that have been taking part in this conversation. We need skilled labor. We need the people out there to help us keep this going. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Listen, if you're just being little peeps back in the background there, let us know where you're joining us from. We've been all over the world, Brazil, Philippines, England, France, Germany, Sweden, Russia, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. So let us know where you're from. We love to see where people are tuning in from, who's listening. It just feels good. You know, it's fun to have a global audience, and we love it. We love it. All right, DC learnings from last week. The learnings were this. The learnings that we got to keep these conversations moving forward. We got to work on those 5-6 things that are trying to bring our industry together. That's the learnings. Let me just do it one more time. How do we define the cost of offsite construction? You got an opinion? Put it in the comments or send me a message. How do we define the value of offsite construction? Perceived cost versus the actual cost of offsite construction. What is the most significant problem U.S. builders face? What is preventing further adoption of offsite construction? And can we bring the industry together? We want your thoughts and opinions on this. Put them in the comments, send me a private message, whatever it is that you want to do. All right. More learnings from last week. Let's hop into it right now. We had the Mr. Wonderful Greg Ugaldi, immediate past chairman of NAHB. There's that D again. I got to get that D out of there, Greg, of NAHB. And John McGeary, who heads up the marketing and pulls all the great marketing together with them in the International Builder Show, IBSX. And by the way, if you're not signed up with NAHB or IBSX, all of the training, all of the education, all of it is now available until June, I believe I can't remember, June 1st or June 30th, whatever he said. Just go and look. If you are not a member, you can sign up Maybe there's a deadline on that already. I'll look. There might have been a deadline. Greg, you probably know. I can't remember all this stuff. But if you, it's still playing right now. Go watch it. Enjoy it. If you're not a member, I think maybe that deadline hit already, but it was $99 just to get access to it, but it was a limited time. Go check it out. They have amazing stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else, and you're going to pay a ton of money if you do find it. All right, moving on. Wednesday, Richard Murdoch, CEO and founder of Audible. How many of you tuned in for that conversation? And how many of you liked that conversation and appreciated that conversation? I'd love to see the comments out there because, you know, Richard Murdoch was an amazing guest, for one. Two, he's doing amazing things. He has a huge background in offsite construction in the history. What they're doing at Audible, they have a huge, is that the right word? They have a culture that is amazing. They have solutioneers. They do not have employees. They have solutioneers. They have a highly automated manufacturing facility. They're already tweaking and trying to understand the next facility. In fact, they already have ideas for the next one. This is one of several that they're looking forward to go further into the market with. And I have to tell you, you know, amazing individual to talk to, down to earth, friendly, kind, and just approachable. And I think that's amazing. So they are hiring too. They need 40 plus more people. So if you are in the market for a job and you want to work for an innovative company that could change the face of the industry, could change it in a big, big way, Audible is where you want to go. Go check them out. Go hit up Mr. Richard Murdoch, and definitely go back and see our YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed, shame on you. Please subscribe. It just helps us. It really does. We're not going to spam you or any of that stuff. LinkedIn does a horrible job at managing videos, so subscribe to that. Also, update on LinkedIn. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this now, right? This is everybody. We've had a lot of people get very. Let me see here. LinkedIn. We've had a lot of people always have a hard time finding us live on our show, and now LinkedIn has actually changed this, and I'm going to show everybody. Let me see if this will work. So now all you have to do, so Ashley and others out there, you may not know this, let me stop this share. All you have to do now is literally go to somebody's profile, and you will see that it's playing, that banner in your profile, it now plays. So if somebody wants to find the show, just tell them, just go to Dave Cooper's profile page. You'll see the live video at the very top. It goes live right above. You can click on it, go into it. This is awesome. LinkedIn nailed it on this one. This is something, if you tuned into our Thursday show, Increasing Influence, you would have learned. But this makes for a big difference when it comes to people finding when somebody's going live on LinkedIn. It's no longer that peck and hunt and search like a bird on the ground looking for worms. You just go to their profile page, and it will be playing at the very top of their profile page. So how cool is that? I don't know. That's really cool. Love it. Love it. All right. So we had Mr. Murdoch on. We had Audible, right? So I love all of this. Solving housing affordability with robotics. Got into this here. Now, recapping best of moments with Building Modular and Increasing Influence, right? So I'm Building Modular with Jennifer and I, and then on Thursday, Increasing Influence. We were kind of just looking back on time, saying, you know what? How awesome has this year been? You know, for us, it's been awesome. You know, so maybe I'm speaking out of turn. Maybe for you, it hasn't been as awesome, but for us, it was super awesome. And I don't know. I think it's just amazing how many people support us along the way, and it's just amazing all the guests we have. If you truly go to our YouTube channel and you look at each show, because they're broken down in a playlist, we have interviewed a lot of people. I mean, it's amazing. You know, we really put all of our heart and soul into this. So check it out. You know, we were recapping the best moments on all of this stuff, which was amazing. And then also on Thursday, we had April 1st, April Fools, BS and Beer Crew, Passive House Gallery, Passive House Canada, Mason Passive Canada cross-pollinator event and Building Science Extravaganza. We did this past Thursday, right? So it was April 1st. Yeah, it was Thursday. BS Friday. I'm confused now. But yes, we were part of this whole cross-pollinator, and it's where a bunch of industry people came together that are doing similar things that we're doing, hosting podcasts, a lot of passive house. You know, we had building science, Dave Cooper Live's building science on there with Mark Willie. Mark pulled together this awesome get together for everybody. And it was a big networking event. It was an opportunity for us to share what we're working on. And it was an opportunity for all of them to share with what we were working on. And there was a lot of people that attended that. I don't know if they're going to make that public or if it's recorded, but it's definitely something you all should check out for sure. Oh, and who else did we have on this week? Be Public Prefab. That's right. Yesterday. How cool. Am I losing? Yeah, yesterday on BS Friday. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. You know what it is? Not enough coffee. It almost matches the blue background, right? All right. Be Public was an amazing show as well. You know, panelization, floor, walls, and roof systems, similar to what Integra's doing, you know, as far as having a system when it comes to offsite. And this is a big conversation. Are you a system or are you a component? They have what I think is a system because they are doing floor, walls, and roof and pulling it all together. Highly efficient, passive house design, super insulated walls and ceilings and floors. Amazing stuff, amazing people, husband and wife combination. Oh, maybe we're inspiring people to do that. Maybe. But an amazing combination. Decided to open up their own manufacturing facility. She used to be, I think she said, an editor of Outdoor Magazine as well. So, you know, truly tied into the outdoor space and our environment. But if you didn't see Friday's show with Be Public Prefab, you should look into it because they are huge, and I mean huge, into workforce development and the conversation around that. And they are definitely huge in building more sustainable, better housing. And their solution is amazing. It is they call it a Lego set because they have standard sizes that you can literally plug and play on location and get things set up. Super, super, super cool. So, let's see who's out here today. What's happening, Kirk? Good to see you, man. Had Kirk on the show just a little bit ago. Changing mass timber one step at a time. If you don't know Kirk Hodson, go check out his go check out his roadmap. Kirk, if you're still listening on YouTube, put up your roadmap in your website. I think what your website's doing for mass timber is absolutely amazing. I think that what you're doing is amazing, and I'm looking forward to climbing that climbing wall at your house. So I'm invited, right? Love it, man. Good to see you. Julian Rossi, adoption. Each tech can play a big part on that, helping to streamline the life cycle of the project from design to manufacture in single, cohesive, and central process. I love this. Adoption. Tech companies can play a big part in that, helping to streamline the life cycle of the project from design to manufacturing in a single. You know, Julian, you're 100% on this. You know, that is a big part of the adoption and streamlining the process. I think a lot of people are really on board with the tech side of this. I think where as an industry we lack and fall short isn't we lack and fall short on tech, but it's people understanding the value proposition of offsite construction. We do not do a good enough job explaining it to the builders and developers. They know how to do it one way, and that's apples to apples, and apples to apples, lumberyard lumber versus offsite construction, and trying to compare prices. We lose because of that, because we don't understand the true cost. They don't understand the true cost, and we don't understand, they also don't understand the true value. But I do agree with you, bringing in workforce development and more tech, it's going to make us a lot more attractive, and it's definitely going to help us grow 100%. So I think that's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, and Jennifer's making a comment too, Julian. We have Julian Rossi. Thanks for joining us. Did you know we have Amy Marks joining us soon? We do have Amy Marks coming on. Queen of Prefab, Amy. Gonna love it. she's going to be a lot of fun. I may just sit back and let her run the show because Amy's got it going on. She does a lot of this, and heck, it just might be a show for me to drink my coffee. Awesome. Kirk says I can come up for a climb. I'm coming, Kirk. I am. Hey, I've been working out, you know. I need an iron, though. I'm noticing my shirt's a little wrinkly this morning. Life on the road. Life on the road. Believe it or not, I'm sitting in a motorhome. I'm traveling down. We're not traveling right now, but over on the side of the road, parked. But finally got the studio set up. What's up, Buzz? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too, man. I hope you are well. I hope you are well. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look, we got some back and forth. Julian and Jennifer going back. Looking forward to watch Amy here. Yeah, for sure. Let me put it up one more time. Julian, you're awesome. I'm glad to throw this up here and keep putting you out there. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Man, there's a lot of you tuning in this morning. All right, let me get back to the show here and what we're talking about. And then I'm going to go through the topics one more time. We're going to continue having this conversation. You're going to start seeing polls come out. We're going to try and actually bring some reality to this for those of you who do not understand offsite construction and want to learn more. All right. So what next? What's next? I love it. Took a while for that to pop up. All right. April 7th, Julian Boren, Catalyst Offsite Vector Block Corporation. If you do not know Julian, you will this Wednesday. You will be surprised at the companies that he's been involved in and what he does. He is super smart. He's going to be a fun, interactive person. He's witty. He's smart. I said smart twice now, right? And you don't want to miss Wednesday's show with Julian. Julian is a leader in this space, has developed a lot of technologies, have come up with a lot of systems that manufacturers use. I'm going to let him hop into all of that. But I have a real strong sense that is a show that you want to tune into. Trust me. Catalyst Offsite provides practical, targeted, technical, and organizational solutions to simplify and accelerate offsite adoption. Yes, indeed. So look for that Wednesday. And then guess what? Actually, Tuesday, I am airborne. I'm heading up. I'm going on a little vacation. We have our annual fish and trout trip up to Pennsylvania. My grandfather started this camp. It's got to be 90 years now. I don't even know. Somehow I ended up being the oldest person there now. So now it's my brothers and I's camp. We have people, except for this year, that come from all over the world. We have people from England that fly in, and it's not a resort. We're camping, trailers, tents, whatever you want to bring, and we spend 4 or 5 days just. We like to do a lot of shooting. We're big gun people, but we're also big fishing people. So it'd be a lot of fun. And we do it safely without alcohol. All right. Love it. So that's what's happening there. Oh, Jen put it in. April 12th. That's when Amy Marks, the Queen of Prefab, is going to be on. She has her own TV series coming up as well. Queen of the Prefab TV series. Cool, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then, as Jen put in their thing here as well, coming soon, Dave Cooper live on location at Lake Nona with Tavistock Development Company, looking to the future of design, technology, and human experience. Now, this is a place that you can live. Kids can go to kindergarten, and by the time they grow up and get out of there, they can have their doctorate degree all within, or a master's or whatever, all of it within this community. You never have to leave your community, and you can have all of that. How cool is that? I mean, we're talking about forward-thinking people, and a lot of their commercial space is built out of containers. So there is offsite in this. There is energy efficiency. There is, super high design homes built there. They are looking at modular. So there is a lot happening, and this is going to be a great show for all of you. So. That's not April 12th. Sorry, I have that up still. That's going to be on the 15th. Put it on your calendar. April 15th, we will be live on location. We might do some shows prior and after that because there's so much to show there. We may just make a couple days of what these shows have and what they're looking to bring. Jen says, great seeing you, Buzz. At the Pollinator. I know the Pollinator event was cool, huh, Buzz? It was good to actually put eyes in to faces. So, hey, I hope you got that leak thing taken care of, man. There's enough people in our group somebody ought to have been able to, you should just say, just tell them to come up, tell Mark to come up there and just help you pull that window out and fix it. All right, let's get back to it and then round up our conversation for today. Here are the questions, and here is what we will be talking about moving forward. I would like each and every one of you out there that is paying attention to our conversation tomorrow to comment and tell me your thoughts on the following. 1, how do we define the cost of offsite construction? How do we define it? How do we define it so other people that aren't in our industry, not us chatting with each other, because we're real good at that, how do we define the cost of offsite construction? Then, how do we define the value of offsite construction? Not the cost, the value. What is the value proposition? Why? Why offsite construction? We need to define all of these things for our industry so we can get more people involved. We answer these questions and we are going to grow our industry. What is the perceived cost versus actual cost? What is the perceived cost versus the actual cost? Because guess what? We're not comparing lumber to lumber from Home Depot and what a manufacturer is buying when they buy train loads. It's different. How do we define perceived cost versus actual cost? What is the most significant problems U.S. builders face? Greg Ugaldi did a great job answering this in our Monday episode. I guess it's 2 Mondays ago on Expert Interview, and we had a roundtable. You want to hear what he had to say? Go back and check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. Please go there, and do not go there without subscribing. It helps us immensely, and we just really appreciate it. All right, number 5. What is preventing further adoption of offsite construction? What is preventing further adoption of offsite construction? These are all big answers that we are looking to quantify and define for our industry. Let's start having a conversation on these. Can we bring the industry together? Number 6. Can we bring the industry together? What is your opinion on that? Is it possible? Are we too far separated? I don't think so. We're doing it every day on this show. But I want your opinion. My opinion doesn't matter in this. So can we? Now, the last thing I'm going to throw out there for today that I want people to start thinking about if you're tuning in is, who are we as an industry? Are we off-site? Are we off-site OFS-SITE or OFF-SITE? Are we modular? Are we volumetric? Are we manufactured? Are we prefab? We have a language problem in our industry, and we're going to work on that as well. So we're going to start putting some polls out there. We're going to start talking to some people over all the years of conversations, over this past year of conversation that we've been having. We formulated our own on this, and it's very powerful because we have been talking to people globally on this issue, and there's some things that make a ton of sense. And we're looking forward to releasing that information right around June 1st. But you want to be part of the solution? Let's start talking about these real questions, because these questions are what we have to answer for other people to enter our industry and for other people to understand our industry. So with that said, everybody, oh, good. That was great. Yeah, the pollinator was great, Buzz. It was very, very great. Very great. All right, for the rest of you out there, where are you joining from? I see there's a ton of you, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch. Yeah. I appreciate all of you. Definitely do. Please, like I said, like, share, follow. Every time you see us go live, even if you don't have time to watch it, it just helps if you share. Hey, Dave's live. Check it out. Not because we're looking to be famous or grow. We're just looking to grow, and everybody's contacts helps us grow. We don't spam and do all that fun stuff. I know LinkedIn does it. Tells everybody when we go live if you're following, but that's not us doing that. That's the algorithms of the show. All right, listen, that's it. It is Saturday. I will see you guys definitely next week. I am going to be in and out next week because I am going to take a little bit of time and go on a fishing trip. Relax, clear the head, come back, and we're getting back to this roadshow in a big, big way. So with that said, I see Ashley hopped in, man. I love it. Joining from Chicago, across the lake from Buzz. Hey, well, there you go. Buzz has snowmobile. That lake freezes up. Maybe you should jot over there, Buzz. Julian Rossi. Hey, Julian. Okay, normalizing the terminology in the industry is a huge thing. Thanks for pushing the effort on that. Thank you, Julianne. We are going to push the effort in a big way. We've already started doing our own definitions of, categorizing, I should say. We're going to definitely be putting that out in our report in June. You know what? And it's not just a pigeonholed look. We looked at the world globally on what's being talked about because this is a global conversation. We're a global community now. It's no longer just, Chicago and New York and Carolinas and Florida and LA and California. It's not that anymore. We're a global community, and defining what we call ourselves is a big deal. It's not to be taken lightly. We got a lot of European companies building here in the United States. Do we want them calling it different than we call it, or does it make sense if there's a global conversation on this? This is where it becomes interesting and fun. So we got to think broad-minded. All right, listen, that's the end of the show for us today. Really like and want to say thank you to everybody. Couple more comments up here. Great story on Panelized Solutions, sustainability. Edie Dillman and Jonah. Yeah, I love it, man. They did a wonderful job. And we also, Buzz, we could take our little 24-foot boat across the pond and have lunch. I think that's great. You guys should get together for sure. All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's continue this conversation. Let's continue spreading the word on what we're doing and how we're doing it. Each and every one of you, we really appreciate you very, very much. All of you that took the time to tune in this morning, how cool is that? Saturday morning, you decided to spend it with me champing away at the bit. But stay tuned. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. We are going to have our schedule now. We got some things in place. We do appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye now.